So today's, I would say, the keyword is emotion. Yes, once again, a very, very important part of our lives. Just let me help you imagine something, a picture of your own life. Or let me say, taking a leaf out of your life. It's around 11 p.m. and you just finished cleaning up after dinner. Your mother-in-law is upset about something. You spend 20 minutes calming her down. Your husband mentions he has an important meeting tomorrow. You iron his shirt. Your child can't sleep. You sit with them until they do. And finally, you lie down exhausted. But you can't sleep because you're mentally preparing tomorrow's tiffin, remembering to wish your cousin happy birthday, and worrying about whether your colleague is still angry about that email. And you're doing all of this. But here's the question: who's taking care of you? Have you ever thought about it? So today, we're talking about something invisible but exhausting, something essential but unrecognized, emotional labor and how to balance it. See, you cannot carry everyone's emotions in your heart. It's not a warehouse. But nobody told us that, did they? But emotional labor isn't on anyone's to do list. It's not tracked, it's not measured, it's not even acknowledged most of the time. What is it? Emotional labor is this: it's remembering everyone's birthdays, planning family gatherings, managing everyone's feelings, being the peacekeeper when siblings fight, checking in on your mother, noticing when your husband is stressed, and gently asking, "What's wrong?" Texting your friend who's going through a breakup, remembering to call the relatives, making sure everyone feels seen, heard, and cared for. So it's like the mental load of care. And in Indian families, especially, it always almost falls on women. From teenage girls expected to handle family drama with maturity to young brides tasked with adjusting to a new family's emotional ecosystem to mothers who become the emotional center of gravity for everyone around them. Women carry it all. And the cruel part, it's invisible. No one sees it, no one counts it. And when women are exhausted, people look at them confused and say, "But what did you do even today?" Isn't it amazing? I'm sure many of you would have gone through the same phase, or still going. But here's what emotional labor looks like in real life. A 19-year-old mediates between her fighting parents, absorbs their frustration, and then studies for an exam with a heart full of anxiety. No one asks her if she's okay. A 28-year-old remembers her husband's family preferences: who likes tea with lychee, who doesn't eat onions, whose anniversary is coming up. But when she's upset, she hears, "Why are you so sensitive? छोटी छोटी बातों पे upset हो जाती हो." A 40-year-old manages her aging parents' medical appointments, her children's school stress, or let it be call it stress, and her team's conflicts at work. And at night, she lies awake with chest pain. When she mentions it, her husband says, "It's probably acidity. Don't overthink." See the pattern? We carry everyone's emotions. We absorb their stress. We make space for their feelings. But when we need the same, we are told we are overreacting. Let me tell you the truth. Caring is beautiful, but not at the cost of your mental health. So when you carry everyone's emotional weight, three things happen. One, you disappear. Your needs become invisible even to yourself. Number two, you burn out. You can't pour from an empty cup, no matter how much love you have. And number three, you teach others that your well being doesn't matter. And the worst part is they believe you. And here is where it gets tricky. We are praised for this, aren't we? We're told we are so strong. We are called the backbone of the family. We are तुम ना हो तो सब बिखर जाए. It sounds like a compliment, but it's actually a trap. Because what it really means is you're strong, so you don't need support. You're capable, so you should carry more. You're the glue, so you can't fall apart. But let me be very clear. Being strong doesn't mean being indestructible. Even the strongest person needs rest. Even the most capable person needs help. Even the emotional backbone needs someone to lean on. And yet, when some women ask for support, we hear, manage कर लो, सब ठीक हो जाएगा. You're overthinking. No, you're not overthinking. You're overfunctioning and you're undersupported. But then, how do we change this? So, first, let's be very clear. Emotional labor must be shared. It cannot and should not rest on one person's shoulders alone. So I would say, how does this balance look like? So, number one, name it. Start calling it what it is. Like, I'm doing the emotional labor of planning this entire event. I'm managing everyone's feelings right now, and I'm exhausted. So, when you know it, when you name it, others start to see it. Number two, share it. Delegate. Your husband can remember his own mother's birthday. Your teenage son can check on his younger sibling. Your colleague can manage their own conflicts. You don't have to be the emotional CEO of every relationship. And number three, stop absorbing everything. You're not responsible for everyone's happiness. If someone is upset, you can listen, but you don't have to fix it. You don't have to carry their emotions as if they are yours. And number four, ask for support out loud. And this is the hardest one because you've been taught that asking for help is weakness. But here's the reframe, saying, I also need support is strength. And it sounds like this: I've had really hard day. Can you listen without trying to solve it? Or I can't handle this alone. I need your help. Or I'm feeling overwhelmed. Can we divide this up? And at first, people might be surprised. They might not know how to respond, but then that's okay. You are teaching them a new way of being with you, and that's necessary. So here's what I want you to hear: you're allowed to need support. You're allowed to say, I'm not okay. You're allowed to stop being the person who holds it all together. You're allowed to rest, to cry, to not have all the answers. You're not selfish for prioritizing your well being. You're not weak for asking for help. You're not failing if you can't carry everyone's emotions anymore. You're human. And being human means you have limits. And respecting those limits isn't selfish, it's self preservation. So here is your exercise, and I'm sure it's very, very powerful. Write down one emotional burden you silently carry. Yes, please take out your notebooks, notepads, and write down one emotional burden you silently carry. Just one. It doesn't need to be a sentence. You can have it in a phrase or even a word if you're able to recognize it. Because as I said, you have to name it first. One emotional burden. Maybe it's like managing your family's conflicts, or maybe it's always being the strong friend, or maybe it's keeping everyone happy while swallowing your own feelings. It can be anything. Just write down one. And then underneath it, write these words: I deserve support too. Yes, you can say it loud too. Mean it. I deserve support too. Write this down also underneath your previous sentence. And then, and this is the most important part, practice asking for help at least once this week. Just once. It doesn't have to be big. It can be as simple as, can you handle dinner tonight? I'm exhausted. Or, I need you to deal with this. I can't right now. Just one ask, one boundary, one act of self care. Let me leave you with this. Your heart is not a warehouse. You don't have to store everyone's pain, stress, worry, and disappointment. Your heart is a garden, a beautiful one. And gardens need tending. They need rest. And they need someone to care for them too. So tend to your own heart, same love you give to everyone else. Because the world needs you whole, not exhausted. The world needs you healthy, not burnt out. And the world needs you supported, not silently suffering. You've carried enough. And now it's time to let others carry you too. So, with that thought, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you.